My biggest fear, and I thought about this recently, my biggest fear is, as you know, I quit my job and I wanted to share that with all my followers. With that becomes the weight of like, okay, you did this and 100,000 people are watching you. And if you don't make it, which there's a chance I might not, I might have to go get a job again. There's a lot of people watching me and looking up to me. There's people that are like, wow, Trevor, that's inspiring. Like, I hope to be in those shoes one day. And my biggest fear is that I let them down. Literally a year ago, I had about 1,000 followers. That was when I first started posting on Instagram. And I'm talking posting, I mean like took a tripod, walked outside and like took my shirt off and tried to flex hard as I could. That's how I literally started. So I was doing that and it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad start. Viral video here, workout video here, me jumping. Basically using all the stuff I worked for my whole life, so the training and all the stuff that I used for football, just turned that into Instagram. Started making all these very athletic videos. Being creative, going to Times Square, making like an ab workout video in the middle of the city, like doing crazy stuff. And it built from there.
You could do this, or like this.
That would be more organized and neat.
You don't want that.
Yeah, I do, because that's kind of Spider-Man's personality.
I can do that.
All right, you want to do one more?
Yeah.
All right, safety first though, please. I'm just saying, like, if you know.
When I think of GoGetter, I think of someone willing to kind of grind it out, but also somebody that's willing to take risks. Bro, I do this for a living now. I don't have a job. This is like, I have to hit these shots. That's all I have. Someone that's willing to like take a gamble on themselves. And I feel like that's not a lot of people. Oh yeah. Risk taker, go-getter, call it what you want, that's me. You always hear like people like quitting their jobs and pursuing their passions. I remember one day I was in a Spider-Man suit, like climbing the subway, and the next day I had to put on a full suit and go to work, right? Like, that's when I knew, I was like, maybe I should think about like how I'm gonna transition. I just kind of worked towards it, really. I finally reached a point where, you know, I had enough things under my belt, enough revenue streams, and enough confidence in where I was going that it was time to let my job go. So it was super scary, and I wouldn't recommend it unless you know for sure. But that being said, I'm glad I did it.
Best I could do.
Oh, that's perfect. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
No
Good
problem.
luck.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is awesome.
All right.
What gets me going on a daily is really that what if I do make it, right? Like, I just might make it. Like, you never know. You literally never know till you try. And for that small chance that you actually might become that thing that you conceived of in your mind, like whatever your best life is, like you becoming like some all-star actor or something, like, because it's possible. Like almost anything is possible. For that small chance that it is, like, why not? Even in my case, like it took a lot. Like I failed a lot, but to keep risking it all and like having that what if that drives me, like that's what I wake up every morning and I'm like, man, like I gotta keep doing this because this is like kind of working, and there's a small chance that this might become a thing. Like, there's a small chance I actually might become like the next like Spider-Man, the first Black Spider-Man. You know, it's real, like that you can kind of put that something out there in the universe, and if you like channel your energy towards that and you're always thinking about that, weirdly enough, things start aligning in your favor. If you're honest with yourself, truthful with yourself about your work ethic, how much work you're putting towards something, how much focus you're putting on something, and you really dive in and you're really going all out, and you put that out to the world like I'm doing now, like things start shifting. I don't know why or how, maybe it's God, but in the day, like, you know, that's that feeling and that vibe, that's what drives me every day and motivates me. you know, people say, what do you want to do? Is like, really, I want to be this like role model and public figure that does a lot of things, right? And so I never want to confine myself to like limiting into a box. Like, I just want to be this guy that runs around in a Spider-Man suit. You know, while that's cool, and I'm still gonna do that, is like, you know, I want to be much more than that. I want to be inspirational to people and like be an example and like help them, you know, build this roadmap for what they can do with their creative passions.
Go, Spider-Man, go!